sharing that a new analysis found that nearly 60% of dementia caregivers report having at least one risk factor that could increase their own chances of developing dementia. And that's a physical impact from caring for a loved one. But what happens to their mental impact?
Yeah, and this is the question that we've been trying to really come to a response for. So as part of our statewide You're Not Alone campaign, we want to know who is caring for the caregivers, especially when it comes to their mental health. So I sat down with both the caregivers and the Tri-County Office on Aging to find ways these silent heroes can get both the care and support that they deserve.
This is not the best time for all my purple flowers.
In season or not, stepping into Bertha Boland's backyard, you see a theme.
These are some of my lamium that I grow that are nice and purple. So the allium there that are purple at their peak. I have a whole bunch of purple irises that come out the 1st of June.
There is purple everywhere.
Yeah, I had to wear my purple.
I'm glad you did, because that is the color.
That's the color of the Alzheimer's Association.
An association that Bertha knows all too well, as Alzheimer's has touched her mother, grandmother, mother-in-law, and brother.
Well, my sister was recently diagnosed with MCI due to Alzheimer's. So yeah, it's not leaving my family alone.
Bertha was a caregiver for her mother for 13 years, which left her with many emotions.
The mental and emotional impact was very, very real. As she progressed through her disease, she forgot who I was. She forgot who my sister was. She thought that we were her sisters, her younger sisters. And, you know, at first that really hurts when your own mother doesn't know who you are. But my sister and I and my brother also reframed it in that, well, at least she knows we're somebody she loves.
As her mother's disease progressed, Bertha felt overwhelmed, burnt out, and even a sense of guilt.
And I felt a lot of guilt when I put my mother into an assisted living situation because I thought, why can't I take care of her? But I had just finished my degree, I was just starting my career. I don't have a home that was set up to handle somebody like that.
Bertha's story is one of millions caring for loved ones. Christine Heinstedt from the Tri-County Office on Aging says that they see a decrease in both physical and mental health in caregivers over time.
It's all so connected. So when you're so focused on taking care of that person, you know, you're not getting enough sleep, you're not eating well, you're not prioritizing your health and the things that bring you joy, right? So all of the things typically that bring you joy kind of get pushed to the wayside because there's this huge priority of taking care of somebody else. So all of those things combined absolutely will impact your mental health.
That's why both Alzheimer's Association and TCOA are working to find resources and services for caregivers, starting with support groups.
Everybody introduces themselves and shares their story, and that in itself is therapeutic because not only are you sharing your story, but you're also hearing other people's stories, the similarities and the differences. And then we share problems and solutions. It's a resource that's really under-tapped.
TCOA also offers 6-week programs, workshops, and options counseling.
Sitting down with a master level social worker and really looking at long-term planning, which is a really great thing to do before things get really stressful. We essentially listen and point caregivers in the right direction.
For both Bertha and Christine, their message to caregivers is clear.
It's critical for a caregiver to take care of themselves. I usually use the analogy of when you fly and they talk in the safety briefing about that oxygen thing coming down, that what do they tell you to do? Put yours on first before you help someone else.
I guess the message is that they are not alone, that we can be a resource for them, to give us a call or find us online and connect with us.
Connecting is the first step. So we have the information for both the association and the Tri-County Office on Aging right there below on your screen. But yeah, first step, call, find out what's the best way to kind of fit you as a caregiver to help out, because everyone's situation is different. But I also want to do a big shout out to Bertha. Not only is her garden gorgeous, but she's an amazing human being and a caregiver, because she was actually been with the association for 16 years and was just awarded the Advocate of the Year in Washington, D.C. So countrywide, she's the Advocate of the Year right here in mid-Michigan. So she continues to push for progress and research for Alzheimer's. So keep up the amazing work, Bertha.
That is awesome. Yeah. And I especially love the analogy that she used. When you're flying, you have to put your oxygen on first. And when you take care of yourself, that allows you to better help the people around you too.
Exactly. So if you're a caregiver, care for yourself. It's okay. All right. Well,